And we're back with Alex punching himself in the face for those terrible puns that he keeps inflicting upon us. I imagine we've got enough Mumbo tokens to
become the seal.
Become the seal. But I'm not going to do that yet because there's other shit that needs done first. What is up here, you may ask? Well, an ice cube. And a honeycomb, which is actually much appreciated right now. It's too cold for bees, though, so this one does not have bees.
It's like a scarf, except made of blocky polygons.
Indeed. Blocky polygons and muddy textures. The notes and the feathers are well camouflaged. And there's a fucking lot of them up here.
Well, I'm sure they thought that was a great idea.
I'm sure they did. Okay. There's Jinjo over here, who is a pain in the butt to get to for whatever reason.
I guess you clean that one up.
Thank you.
Larry is missing out on all these grade A awful puns.
There's a Black Sabbath lyric that I think of every time, or let me rephrase that. There's a Black Sabbath lyric that makes me think of Lyra every time I hear it. That is, what in the hell is the name of the song? Paranoid, I think? But the lyric goes, "Make a joke, and I will sigh, and you will laugh, and I will cry."
I know you said Black Sabbath, but my first thought you said there was a song lyric that made me think of Larry. I was like, is it Your Poison?
Well, I suppose that could also be fitting.
That's Twisted Sister, isn't it?
No, it's Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. I think I made that mistake once already.
You might have.
I am a musically oblivious 8th grader. I will keep making music references for music I don't actually, know. Why? Because I can. Nobody can stop me. I'm an adult.
So you may notice this here toboggan, which, fortuitously happens to be pointed directly at Boggy. I'm sure you can see where I'm going with this, but before I do that, there's actually a Jiggy hidden right here.
That doesn't seem like it'd be very, very enjoyable, being hit by a toboggan.
No, but as the,
I can speak from experience. I've been hit by a toboggan before.
I bet. But as the usual Heimlich maneuver is not working, we have to go to extreme measures.
Hey, you found my sled.
You do that, Boggy. You do you.
Hey, you remember your kids? Child Services does.
Kazooie, cooperate, please. Thank you. Anyway, Jiggy. I've actually never seen the Jiggy slide that far down the slope before. That's weird. Usually it stays up here. But anyway, as we've also got the last of Boggy's Christmas gifts, we are going to see the kids real quick.
Boggy should probably feel fortunate that it didn't come out the other end.
Yes. And yes, Rare does really love its fart noises. Banjo is officially more of a father than Boggy will ever be.
And then they're like, hey, what about our dad? Can you bring him home too? Banjo's like, nobody can bring your father home.
Now that we got that out of the way, resume collecting notes.
Alternatively, Banjo could be like, what about your mom? And they all just kind of stop and look at each other really, really upset, like, whatever did happen to Mom?
Well, it actually shows up in Banjo-Tooie.
Well, how is that? How is your tenure at Kill Joke University working out?
It's working out great. Thank you for asking. But yes, Mrs. Boggy is in fact a character that exists. And we will see her eventually. As it turns out, she's a much better parent than Boggy, but that's honestly kind of a low bar. Not sure if wuss or racist. Is it really?
Oh god!
That's like Pudge, Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Mrs. Boggy is like, hey, did you remember to give the kids their Christmas gifts? And I'm sure Boggy's like, kids?
Probably so, yeah.
Miss Boggy's just like...
Pinches the bridge of her nose. I'm gonna beat you in there. Nope, I guess I'm not.
The only thing saving our marriage, Boggy, is the size of your dick.
Man, do you have to?
Yep.
Seriously?
I think it's about on par with the rest of the game Rare has made here.
Unfortunately, you're not wrong.
Let me fucking remember, in the Battletoads arcade game, there is a move where you grab a giant rodent by the dick and punch him in the dick somewhere.
Yeah.
Fucking masterful.
Anyway, let's go do that whole walrus thing now, shall we?
I think my favorite part about that whole dick punching thing is that as soon as you start that attack, the giant rat just lets out this really high pitched gasp, like, oh god.
There's wading boots around here somewhere. I can't remember where the fuck they're at.
There's some beside Mumbo's hut.
Naturally, I think you're meant to fly over there. Actually, when I think about it, there is a flight pad over here. Let's go do that.
I suppose I can think of worse things than being snowed in my house.
Yeah, like being locked out of your house when it's snowing. That is a thing when it's happened to me.
Never had to worry about that before, thankfully.
I'll take that. Thank you.
It would take a fuck ton of snow for us to be snowed in this house, then.
It would. Hello, Mumbo. It's fun sometimes to just sneak around in here, see if he can make it up without waking him up.
I think if there was ever a point where we like got if I got snowed in here, I'd just call work and be like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I don't think you understand like how big this house is, how much snow it would take to bury it.
Shut up, Mumbo. You're not exactly one to talk.
Turned you into Jamie Heineman.
The hell was that noise?
That was the burner phone.
There's like a bunch of notes underwater, which only the walrus can get, naturally.
I am the walrus. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Oh boy. I keep wanting to make one of those memes from The Big Lebowski.
8-year-old Zoo. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov.
Remember if there are any more notes scattered in the water, or if it was just a mumbo token or something. Can't recall off the top of my head, but we can make a quick sweep. Well, there's the mumbo token.
It's like how somebody synced that up with some Big Lebowski footage up with or audio up with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode.
Wow. That sounds like something the internet would do, alright?
The Chinaman is not the issue. Also, the proper nomenclature is Asian American. What are you, a fucking park ranger?
Well, hello, Waza. That's racist. Asshole. Let's see what he's got in here. Hi, hello there.
I will, in fact.
There's definitely stuff in Waza's cave, but you actually have to come back in here as Banjo and Kazooie to get that Jinjo. The walrus cannot jump. He is like a white man. But there is also this in here. And that, which, chill the fuck out. We're not dealing with you. Ow. That wasn't even intentional!
That makes it even worse.
We tell everything to chill the fuck out.
In this case, it was a pun, so you got hit.
Anyway, we'll be back.
You tried jumping when you shouldn't have.
Yes. Certainly.
I'm surprised you haven't joked about playing Dark Souls on this show.
I know that's not going to happen.
Well, as long as you play, I don't give a shit.
But by your metric, I would also have to play Dark Souls 2, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3.
Yep.
And that is not going to happen. We'd be here for 7 years. Where in the hell is that other ramp?
Would it really be so awful to play all those games again, though?
No, but I don't...
Well, we obviously wouldn't have to play them all in a row.
Camera, what are you doing? Okay, there he is. Yes, we have to go deal with Waza some more, unfortunately. Or not Waza, Boggy. We need to go deal with Boggy more. Boggy!
I just know that Dark Souls entails some level of misery, so...
Well, here's some of the wayward notes.
The rest of them, in fact.
The rest of them, yes. There we go.
I mean, one day I'll play Dark Souls myself. One day.
One day, yes. Oh, this rubber banding asshole. Let's get started.
What do you want, race if you're Banjo?
Not yet. This guy sucks. If you stay in front of him too long, his rubber banding goes fucking berserk.
Sort of like Canary Mary.
Yeah, I think he might actually be worse. Canary Mary is just more notorious because it requires you to mash. But, yeah.
I like that little Dukes of Hazzard thing he did.
And then that happens, but...
Meanwhile, at the Boggy residence, I wonder when Dad's coming home.
Yeah, his kids seem innocent now. He'll probably change your mind later.
Well, I suppose technically Core has a point. Demon Souls and Bloodborne don't really have anything to do with Dark Souls.
Well, aside from being made in the same game engine and a similar gameplay experience, I suppose. But they are part of the same greater meta-series, if you will.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's not like Metal Gear where it's like, okay, well, all these are within the same actual universe. Yeah, fucking settle down your flip-flopping, John Kerry.
What in the hell are you talking about? I never said that I... I was just saying that Bloodborne is technically in the same greater series as Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
Yeah, but it doesn't involve souls, it involves blood. And then we'd have to play Armored Core, which obviously takes place in the far future.
This conversation is starting to get a little ridiculous.
I mean, granted, I wouldn't mind playing Armored Core.
Anyway. First things first. Let's go harass that big walrus some more. I don't know if I can make the jump over there, so... Going to go this way instead. If we could play Metal Wolf Chaos, we would. Because everybody should experience that game. But wait, what is this, you may ask? Well, it's exactly what you think it is. Another stop and swap room. With the missing giant egg.
Internet!
Armored Core Dark Souls crossover, huh? Well, because it's an original Xbox game that was only released in Japan, that's why we can't play it.
I wouldn't mind if if they had an Armored Core game that was more about exploration than just gotta go fucking fast and kill everything in front of you.
Oh, right, yeah, Ice Key, that's right. Same difference. It ain't there. We'll see it another time. But, oh, yeah, that's right.
In another time, in another place.
So we gotta go race Boggy again. And, this is the one that really sucks. Game is all like, cannot, frame rate dipping. Run through the red slalom gates. Yeah, we know this already.
Wait, you're on a sled.
At least it doesn't play the Turbo Talontrot music.
Yeah, I don't think I could take it.
Oh, damn it. This is... I can recover. I've saved myself from worse fuck-ups than that. It's just, this is where his rubber banding really gets insane.
Yeah, they didn't even bother trying to hide it.
Yeah, they really didn't.
Well, next surprise, cockfig.
And I have had him knock me off the course into the water more than once. It's going to be close. In fact, I think he's going to beat me, son of a bitch. Well, fuck.
Well, you can always go try again.
Yeah.
We'll at least get this jiggy.
Gotta get this jiggy.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Save, just kind of keep buying them for most of the race.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a difficult thing to do. But I will attempt to,
Just run a zigzag pattern. And yes, sadly, most Armored Core games are not very deep and, well, lore-wise.
Most of them are also very clunky. I think 4 Answer is the one that actually plays very well.
Well, 4 played like 4 Answered, but the rest of 4 was shit. You could, if you wanted, you could design any kind of AC you wanted, except, oh wait, now you actually have to buy the parts for it.
Yes.
Hopefully you saved the blueprint.
What? No! Son of a bitch. Knocked me out of the freaking flags. That
The slalom.
slalom gates.
Slalom.
I was behind him until the final stretch.
Yeah, essentially the plot of most Armored Core games is corporations are dicks.
Basically, yeah.
Sabotage their shit.
They've got the whole Dark Souls storytelling thing going on. They don't really tell you much ever. But,
Irritates the shit out of me, but
yeah.
it's a good thing the customization and the gameplay is good enough to kind of make up for it.
Oh, shit. We're dead.
This is too easy, I'm giving up. Okay, well, give me the jiggy then.
Anyway, what was I saying?
Dark Souls storytelling.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, apparently Dark Souls 3 is a lot better about that.
It's like From Software is learning.
I mean, it's still has the greater issue, but what? Damn it! This is what happens when I am trying to have a conversation.
I don't care much for vague storytelling and, well, vague and implied storytelling.
Yeah, From is very in love with that.
However, Dark Souls 2 did have Cat Waifu.
Oh, you mean Shalquar?
Yes. At least I'm told she was very popular.
She was. Mostly because she was a cat.
And apparently had more personality than the Emerald Herald.
Arguably. Oh, shit. This could work.
Great
There we
success.
About that, Boggy,
I'll have to look for my kids' presents.
you are a terrible father and an asshole. And, next time on Radical Bromance, I hope that we never have to see you again.
Next time on Radical Bromance, Child Protection Services takes away Boggy's children.
We wish.